The building, no signs of the facility sector.
So far, one, we had a 3-story level school. We do have flames on the right side of the house. I'd like to call a fire alarm at this time. 41 is going to be fire at 1 Sparry.
Rescue 4,
Rescue 423. Rescue 341 on the
Toronto Fire Squad 445 was responding on West Act 3, correct? That's from the West Act 3 Squad.
charge the car. Before I got that, it is 442. Record with insurance line in there. Toronto Fire Rescue 423, assume the role of management control.
From 442, can you deploy another line to the first floor? We have it coming from the first floor to the second floor. From 442, crew incoming crews for the attack team on the first floor. Ensure that you have keys to get into the room down below.
First floor.
Rescue 420 of water, the fire, the second floor fire.
Toronto Fire Area 133 is on scene. Rescue 341. What's your task right now?
We're going to be heading into backup first and crew, car 3.
42. Affirmative, Chief, we're almost on scene. We had 342s on scene. Doing basic give the bit. Command Toronto Fire. Project Command Toronto Fire to know. Can you give a base location?
This is Area 133.
Yeah, yeah. Bench officer. Command Toronto Fire. Toronto Fire 2698. What's it?
Command, this is Area 421. Right, and into the first floor, fire is
Is there any way to ask, well, is it coming from the paper?
Yeah, the whole thing is already started on reaching there, so.
Command 45, we're on scene. We'll move forward and taking up with any paper guys. Right. 441 command. We were a couple trucks on this side.
Roger.
415 home. Fire. Command. Started to ramp. 34 is on scene. ISO.
Command, this is pump 422. We're moving forward, part 2.
It has 145.
Go ahead. Yeah, this is Area 121 half. You need to notify us up here in the second floor. Change. I need a letter up here.
It has 145.
Go ahead. Yeah, this is Area 121 half. You need to notify us up here in the second floor. Change. I need a letter up here.
Shut down here. Holding over. Command. Over. Over.
Underneath there, getting a fire. We're not getting what we got. We got some heat down there. This is Rescue 41. Yeah. Fire. Property spot.
Roger 435.
Command, this is squad 445.
To effect to or be advised, our whole floor and combine west side of the hallway and one side of the stage.
We got 4 confirmed on hose lines. Can you send a cruise interior to back up the assist the cruise inside?
All right.
Paul to command. SO command. Yeah, I'm gonna change you into Alpha back there. Total fire. Throw me another chief. We'll go.
Command, this is Grayson 341. We're on the second floor, fire 3. We're hitting the fire from the right-hand side of the stage. We're not having too much effect. I believe the first of it's hitting it from the
Could you repeat over? Roger 435.
hand side of the stage. We're not having any success. I think we have to start hitting this fire from the first floor.
Move the holdings down into the first over or redeployment of new hose line.
First floor. We can, first, I believe on 6 is back out. We can hit hold us back. We get the hose line on the first floor. Command, this is 145. We were able to investigate the floor. Floor is compromised at 39 down there. We've gained access to the floor. We have access to the fire with the people are moving forward. Update you short. Command, this is Russell 42 Capital.
Command, Toronto Fire. Somebody else. Manifest on my way. And be advised, 20 TN time. Roger 5. That's all I got left in base. 342 has moved forward. I don't know if they have been assigned a task yet. They should be up forward.
That's 445. We were able to compromise a few doors with the state. But we're going to Squad 445 and improved by the front main end. Any excess line down there, if we can advance the line forward, we're deep on the second floor. We need more line. Try to cool the area down to move forward. Squad 445 and they need you on the second floor anyway. We're not verifying now. Area and Collegiate, we got a compromised floor. We're going to investigate the stage. We have zero visibility at this time. We're out of the structure part 3. Further light for no.
Repeat that message, sir. Is there anybody on a hose line in front of the stage?
There's a fire stage. Talking out 447 in the area of the stage. Zero visibility. We have direct flame. We're heading out to the
You're in the rear of the stage or the front of the stage?
We'd be towards the interior of the line moving forward towards the window. We may need one to access that window and give us a look.
43 Ram Pan.
43 in Rampan.
First, please, the first one. Put the window. Man, this is for 333. We're with the Ram and set up.
Coordinate with Bank Sector Officer over 133.
Officer, this is 1343. We're doing the Ram Fan setup.
This is 133 Captain. Can you please come to your previous location of today?
Well,
And we do have access directly to the fire. We have zero visibility. I can't locate where we are in the interior of the building at somewhere.
Roger, would you have some ventilation over there? Gotta be careful with it though.
That's a permanent stop. We're going to need to see some of this. I think we got some floor in. As long as it's under ventilation while we got a line on it, we might be able to.
Just set up EV. We'll give you the heads up when we're ready to start over.
Copy that. And we may need that window to be out at some point while it's showing us.
Command, this is 133 Captain, Ben Sector. Yeah, we're setting up some airflow on the Charlie side on the west corner.
Roger, just give us the heads up when you're about to start over.
This forward officer, third floor. Have you got a crew ready to come in? Kind of forward to me. I'm by the auditorium door.
Car 34th were on fire. Stated they were on the interior of the building, in the hallway towards the window, and may have needed somebody to give them access to that window so they can have.
That was 445.
That'll be on the floor to the right of the door. We're entering forward. about 80 feet to the west. That's the only location I can give you at this time. Try to see if we can get it from inside. We have zero visibility in high heat, though.
Broken up. Repeat that message, please, about the window. I'm sorry.
All right. We're about 100 feet west of the entry door where entry control is. We're behind stage now. It's just flared up the stage. We got a visibility in high heat. We got we can't move forward.
Location from the right side of the stage as you're facing it.
We went in the back door here, backstage door. We have a line with us now. We're gonna excuse the fresh crew. We'll come down, grab a bottle, the crew with us, and try and make a full report.
We have crews at entry.
Copy that, Chief. We will be down in a minute. If you can have 3 bottles there for us, we'll bring them right back up with us.
After that message, could you have 3 bottles move to entry, please? Airlight 3 off the entry.
Roger, where are you located? Could you guys come over to SOI?
If they go about 5 or 10 to the right, it should be in that area of the window. If someone looks up, they can stick my axe out in the other room so they can roll it.
445, I got rescue 341 waiting at entry for you. They'll join you when you come back.
We're on our way for a quick trip. 445 crew. 445 crew.
Could you roll me another district for the command vehicle over?
Command, you got car 44.
Roger. And can you send us 3 more crews? Maybe over. Go to area.
This is Safety Officer to Command. The ram fan is ready.
Let's coordinate with the interior crews over. Let's get confirmation and tell them what's up.
Safety Officer to Interior Crews. Are you ready for the ram fan to be activated?
The strategic.
We're going to be Alpha Sector Officer.
Safety Officer to Alpha Sector. Safety to Alpha Sector. We're ready to activate the ram.
Command to the ram fan. Stand by on the fan for 1 minute. We're going to make sure we're in the area to control it. Command, this is 445. I've instructed Aerial for 21. Command, this is 445. I've instructed 421 to go to the single man window we've located. Not complete it yet. Once we get a line on, we'll see if we can ventilate. Water's heavily compromised where we are.
Right.
Before the entry, you got another crew down there?
Heavily compromised where we are.
Right.
Before the entry, you got another crew down there?
445 ventilation. Let's try to fire up that fan, get some air movement. All crews rise to finish and we're in the stage area.
No fire. We have his airlight.
Airlight 4.
Water on the seat or in the stage, but some vent saws on the stage would be helpful to start cutting the road. We can't get to it anymore. There's like a whole front of the stage and we can't get through with rope.
Roger, we have no saws in the interior to it. Alpha Sector Officer Command for the whatever part of this floor asked. Do we have any crew in there with a saw?
That's the thing. If we can get entry, this is 34. If you can send the crew forward, there's with a still saw, please. The still saw is ready to be started up.
That's the 45 office out. Start the fan. We got good positioning from last rear of the area board.
Ram fan, did you copy?
Affirmative, Chief. They're starting it up now. Chief, this is 4 to 42. I'm recommending they don't start that fan at this time. Hold off on the fan, please.
Roger. Van, did you copy that over?
I copy that, Chief. I'll get them to shut her down now. Hey, go ahead, Roger. So that's 42 unit update. There should be flames under the stage, but there is a false front to it. Once we get it up on top, we should be able to get better access to the flames. Then we'll make another call on the ram fan at that time.
Over.
Rescue 441. Toronto Fire, Aerial 341.
Just a rescue 421 on hydrant over. Would you like aerial on hydrant over?
Copy that, Chief. I located them to a window we might need progress. We're moving forward, but the floor's under the substructure in the stage. We're unable to move any further. At some point, we may have to push through that window to get it to rest.
Roger.
You can change that.
I'll talk to the 41 rescue driver. Over.
34 to entry.
Attention, go ahead.
I need 2 crews up here, please. 2 crews.
I need to River 23 or rescue 421.
Thank you. And I just had 341 come out. Have them change their bottom back to the door.
Aerial 26 is proceeding from the total for the village. Aerial 426.
Total fire, Pope 135, that's route 2690, exit now due west. Where's base located?
For 135 bases onto the side of the school.
And what truck is base officer?
Auditorium area, particularly the squad under the control of the Alpha Sector officer.
We are on the second floor, to the rear of the stage.
Alpha Sector officer, this is Chief Ken. Where is he?
I'm located on the opposite side of the stage as the squad at the entry doors to the auditorium.
Officer, the same crew is operating underneath you.
The work area at this point. The squad's behind the stage, and we got another crew opening up the floor of the stage to access the fire.
This is Chief Ken. How many crews do you have operating forward from you?
340 Captain, go ahead. 4 to 10, the crews are accounted for at
You have 8 crews under your control in the interior, all active.
affirmative. 3 crews we switched them out, so 3 crews are at the front with the saw and the hose line trying to access the stage. An additional crew is going 444, or 442 rather, out here. I believe 442 is about to come out.
One in rescue 441 has moved out of base. They're coming for security.
Seems to be where the fire is at the present.
Grand 10, this is pumper 43. We are doing ventilation, setting up for ventilation on at door 8. Ram fan driver is being designated as jet control at this location.
135 is still in base.
Roger. Can you have them come forward as well?
For 135, did you copy?
154.
234, this is Alpha Sector. Did you require another crew? One more crew up, please. I've got 1 coming out now. 2 coming up.
Putting right back to the crew coming forward to the second floor now. Can you grab another chainsaw, bring it up to the floor? We're going to try to cut through the top floor to get access to concrete so we can move forward.
Rescue 440.
Rescue 441 didn't come in turn for
Trail fire out 426. We're in 421's running area.
Black Aerial.
Go ahead. First, I need a short flagpole so you can get it to the door. I'll send it down. Maybe 5-footer.
Black Aerial 426.
Commander on fire.
445 Captain, 441 Captain. John, we have a hole in the stage now. We have a line down there. Let me know if it's making any difference. Yeah, I know you bring 3 bottles to the door.
Car 42 to fire.
Car 44, over.
Aerial 133, 34, 433.
Then, go ahead.
The second floor is ready for ventilation whenever you get the go-ahead. You confirm with and they want to get it going down to the floor. Set up for later ventilation to fall from the first floor.
42. I'm still recommending that we hold off on the ramp at this time. We need 2 more minutes. We were 445 to come back.
That's Roger. That's your recommendation. That's what we go with. Over. Ram fan sector. Guys, copy. Hold on still on the back. Over for a little bit. On.
That's time notification.
Roger.
Command, this is moving forward to 234 back to our position. That's just 421 Captain. This is 445. 445, go ahead and aerial 421. That's a 421 go off. We're gonna open it up to the top. Then we're moving back to our door.
Go ahead.
There's been a last all fuel counter for.
Go ahead.
There's been a last all fuel counter for 3.3. There's been a collapse. Seaside first floor below the stage.
And collapse east side first floor below the stage. I repeat, ship has collapsed east side first floor below the stage.
We had head building on the first floor. Seaside the stage. We got the roof on the first floor.
2 to 34. So they're going to the line right through the Anita. Sorry, could you repeat?
And this is based off, but the advisor, you've got heavy flames visible on the northeast corner of the auditorium.
Pretty clear from here. We've almost got no visibility then.
Chief 34, Chief 10. Are you able to hit the center from your location, or did we bring you up from the outside? We've got a clear shot at it from the outside.
There's a area.
So minimize your cruise inside. We're going to reposition the area. We're going to hit it.
We'll cruise in the auditorium area. I'm backing up towards it. So when you're firing up, we'll try to look up for you. Plan line. Keep track of line to the first floor. Stand line to the first floor, car 3. Rescue force, line to the
34, Chief 10. Do you have any for operating word from your position at this point?
Make your way to entry, please. Make your way to entry.
One Captain.
Entry, this is Command 42.
Delta Tech, go ahead.
34, this is Chief 10. Can you confirm you're withdrawing all people from the auditorium?
I'm gonna get into the wall. Chief 34 and car 10. Pod 445 is on the west side. We're shielded by concrete, and you can let us know when you're firing up the field. We'll try to give you a scouting run. 45, we're in the station. Make sure you get positioned in the main hallway just by the west side door. We have some visibility and won't be attacked once you start hitting it. Negative, Pod 445 is the only truck on the west side.
34, be advised, we're about to deploy the aerial from the exterior.
Aerial 41 driver, 421 Captain, I'm your spotter. We're attacked. The far window to the right. I want you to bring the aerial forward and down. Forward and down. That's a good elevation. Keep coming forward. Keep forward. Forward. Stop. 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 Our 421 driver, 421 Captain, turn your nozzle to the right. Turn it to the right. Nozzle to the right. 21 driver. Apply water, straight stream in that window.
34, Chief 10, all your crews have withdrawn from the auditorium at this time. Please confirm.
Negative. We got 2 crews inside.
Hold
Aerial 421 driver, stop. Aerial 421 driver, stop. No water. No water.
445 the thermal floor of the auditorium. That's all clear there. Go ahead and water.
Can you copy that message? Let's play the aerial.
Aerial 421 Captain, RBS, we're going to flow the aerial. Aerial 421 driver, you water. Through the window, please. Through the window. Turn your nozzle to the right of it, please. 234, this is Alpha Sector.
Fire, this is Command 10 on Eglinton. Chief Peters requesting another air light. One additional air light to this location, please.
Your nozzle angle. Nozzle angle to the right, please. To the right, to the right. Rotate the ladder to the right about 2 feet. Rotate the ladder to the right about 2 feet. 441 aerial, Command 42. Stop water, over. Stop the water. 41 aerial, Command 42. Stop it. Cut the water. Aerial 421 driver. Aerial 421 driver, stop water. Stop water now. Stop water.
And come to the entry control point. We need to have a meeting.
Fire.
Advise. We have active flame in the windows now. It's very, very smoke. Can we redeploy this aerial? Commander, this is Aerial 421. Captain, flames are growing. Flames are going quickly. Request permission to attack with the aerial again, please. Permission to attack with the aerial. Water. Air 421 water. Aerial 421 water, please.
We got the aerial down. Good luck.
Command, Chief 10, your location, please.
One. Command, we have flames on the first floor, visible to the window, heavy flames below the fire floor, underneath where the ladder is being deployed. Recommend that ladder come down very soon, please. Heavy flames in the room below the ladder. Car 44 driver, this is 133 captain. Go ahead. We need your vehicle moved to reposition our area.
Chief 10 on the fire.
Chief 10. Toronto Fire, this is Chief 10. You can discontinue the timer.
Let's call a communications captain.
2, 4.
Go ahead.
Can you bring this additional for forward into the area just to cover up 420? Also, I'm going to interfere with squad captain and rescue 421 captain to have a look from the south side into the auditorium to see if we're pushing anywhere outward.
Be advised, 423's repositioning will be fed from Trethewey Avenue. You can take lines off that if necessary. When you go inside, make an assessment as to where we may have some effect bringing hose lines in from the south side of the building or your vantage point from the hallway.
Roger. You want to the upper windows? We got flames visible up there over.
Aerial 421 driver, elevate, 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 stop. Aerial 421 driver, to the right, to the right.
Shut her down already.
Toronto Fire Aerial 423, 530 Indian Grove. We have no signs. We have Tyra residential. No signs on the Alpha, Bravo, and Delta. Aerial 423 is investigating part 2.
Aerial 423. Caller in apartment 14 was reporting in the hallway and outside as well. We do have a third alarm back at York Memorial, just to your location.
Aerial 421 driver, perfect.
Toronto Fire's Chief 10, can you send us 3 more crews, 2 pumps and an aerial to base?
One driver, just to the right an inch or two, just to the right an inch or two.
Base Command 10, be advised, you have 2 pumps and an aerial incoming.
Roger, command 10.
You're back for that's it. Oh, God.
Driver, rescue 420 driver, can you repeat your message, Brett? We're investigating on the first floor, proceeding to the fifth floor, with no alarm sounding, and smoke involved.
Toronto Rescue 426 is in 530 Indian Grove. Should take a lot more. 426.
Rescue 425 on scene.
Rescue 425.
C42, car 7. Rescue 421 crew and squad 445 crew.
Roger, Aerial 423. Recap. All apparatus with exception. Aerial 423.
Toronto Fire Airlight 333 on scene.
Roger, Airlight 10, Toronto Fire.
Airlight 33, this is command. Can you come off of Trethewey?
We're right at the parking lot. You want to come into the parking lot?
Roger, affirmative.
Sergeant, we've got fire through the ceiling, possible, back away, back away. Aerial 421 driver, shut down water. Shut down your water. Retract your aerial. Higher, Caitlin, get higher. Good. Retract your aerial a little bit, Caitlin. Retract it. Then point your nozzle down and we'll have water hit it.
Brick left, I repeat, possible brick.
Toronto Fire Aerial 426 will be arriving in Basin.
Aerial 421 driver, 41 captain. Caitlin, Slow water, point your nozzle down and I'll direct you. Slow water, point your nozzle down, I will direct you. 421 driver, nozzle to the left, nozzle to the left.
Fires, Chief Ken. We have collapse potential. We have pulled crews back from the building. We'll upgrade to a fourth alarm. The trucks that came to base, if they have not arrived, we want 2 pumps in an aerial that come into Egling Avenue, the south side of the building.
Roger, Chief. Fourth alarm, defensive attack, flames from the roof, offers out, and you have pump 443, pump 152, and aerial 426 as the additional crew you request.
Can you direct them to the Eglinton Avenue side to meet Chief 34 at that location?
Go.
Chief 34, this is Chief 10. Did you copy my message? You've got 2 pumps in an aerial to meet you on the Eglinton Avenue side.
We need a pumper to pump it into. We're a straight stick. We're going to set up on the south side, Eglinton, supply water from this side. We need a first-in pumper to meet us on Eglinton.
Aerial 426. 2 subsequent pumper arena have been directed to your location.
That's first pumper in, meet us on Eglinton.
Command 10.
Chief 10, we're eventually going to need Eglinton shut down water supply. We're going to need fleet in here.
Over. Auditorium. It is opinion of the health staff. We have over the repair is. And a 6-9 brought in to attack auditorium from the rampart side. Over. We're just proceeding to the front building. We're at your location with concrete terrazzo floor, brick. We're in a good position, but a 60 pipe under the ramp in would be highly recommended at this point if you get a pumper or a line down to us. And then we'll tell you what's going on from the front of the building. Over. Position apparatus.
Pumper 442, Captain, this is 444 location.
For 443, and this is base officer on strategic 1. Report to the south side on Eglinton, supply water for aerial 426.
Right, that's the west entrance. We do not have an entry control officer there. Our big are on the door handle. We need the ramp in to come back and reestablish entry. Over. Go ahead, 42, Chief 10. Now at the front entrance, we're going to have to bring in 65 to the front to contain it. So we're going to need an entry control step in the main entrance. Over. 242, 10, confirm you were on the 18 side, the south side of the building. There are 2 pumper aerials for that location. You can use one of them. Your 65 requirements, and use it for crews out there as well. Right. So we're going to have to continue on one of the sides before it gets into the main part of the building. We're going to be using a 65 through the west. Ram was set up. Side, we're going to attack with 65. And I'm not sure if the east side, if they can bring 65 and attack it that way. Over. Could you confirm? We'll work on your request. Aerial 426, Captain, this is Chief 10. Pumpers will work to your location. Confirm you are there with 2 pumpers, 3 apparatus.
Pumpers here, pump 132 and pump 443.
I'm just arriving now, Chief.
Confer with 42 his plan to for 65 from your side, and advise if you need additional crews there as well.
Like I said, I took for the moment. We're hydrant here, and we're about to bring a 65 in from the south side through the main doors. We're also setting up aerial 426. Those are both same simultaneously, 2 different hydrants.
And this is 42. We're going to designate 445 south sector officer. 42. 34 has already been given that task. It should be at your location.
32. We've got that pump 132 that's going to advance a 65 hand line to you. There will be at your disposal, and you do have 420 there, I believe.
Roger, we're getting to 65 now, but I'm going to take 421 to the west So we're hopefully get a 65 in through the entrance and 421 and direct 65 that way.
Coming through the main door with the 65 on the Apron Avenue side.
That's confirmed, but also want for attack from the west. There's a bit of it at safe and secure that we can hit it simultaneously.
Crews on the north side. This is Chief 10. Be advised with a staging area set up away from the building. The officer is Rescue 423 Captain. If you are unable to report to him. Chief 10, go ahead.
The Eglinton Avenue side. We're going to need one more for an additional hand line and back at this point.
For 132 times the 60, for 132 times 65 right on Fairlight.
$2.
Bumper 3, that's the one.
This time, just send one crew because 3 was just rough.
Charge on the south side. 65 charge on the south side. Over.
The water's on its way. 65 coming in.
34, this is squad 445 on the outside. Got water. We're getting ready to breach into the yard.
Confirmed. We have water. Unpause. Into the yard.
Could you report with your crew of 2 and 10, please?
One base officer and the crew report. We have 2 movements from 422 already at the south side.
That's affirmative. The remainder of your to report to Command 10 to Chief 44.
Roger, local.
Attack.
South side.
Negative 10.
We'll send you a team.
Officer Chief 14, do you have any other calls on?
Negative. This person was calling from the 200 homes south of the location given. Reporting heavy blackmail. They've now turned off their cell phone and aren't answering subsequent calls.
Thank you.
Just north.
Command is there 426 for best commence water operations south side.
31's on.
Roger, 31.
And light unit to the south side of the building. Eglinton UV second with Chief 34. From 333. 333 is now empty. So we'll need additional airline at 10 north.
Welcome.
6 Courier 426 Cap. 426 Cap, go ahead. On our side, on the
We're on a fire. This is Area 433. Do you have anything further?
We're answering calls.
Or was that the caller from 200 Woolner?
Command 10, this is 42.
132, charge that second line. 132.
Information that's given that New York map flag.
Door number 8 where the rampan is with a 65.
25, we have a water supply problem from the end of the property working on. Don't expect to have that time soon.
Roger.
First, Chief 10, can we have a tower response location and
333 was dispatched.
Toronto Fire Station, be advised the pump. The tower 333 was non-functional from the fire earlier in Jones. They were not able to pump. Toronto Fire Station, be advised the pump. The tower 333 was non-functional from the fire earlier in Jones. They were not able to pump.
Toronto 31 outside.
Fire. 10, Toronto Fire.
Command, this is Tower 333. Is there a position you'd like us to approach from?
Chief 10 for fire.
Before, we have Tower 114 en route, location for them from that side. Be advised they have a little less horizontal reach than a regular aerial. Olivia, you sir.
That corner we talked about off York, something Boulevard there, into the northwest corner of the park.
Roger, thank you. We'll consider that.
Got 265 hands going in through the front door, into the auditorium. The ceiling seems to be completely low. The crews are hitting it. There's a concern that maybe in the balcony above us. We're keeping an eye on that, you know. Right.
Go ahead, Mr. Chief 10.
Dispatcher 333, they're currently on Rogers Road and Keel area, so they're incoming. They'd like to know what location to come in from. We also have our 114 incoming. We also have pump 30 incoming. I guess they were a support pumper for tower, and I guess they'll be required.
Eglinton might make a determination if they have a vantage point.
Tower 330, Toronto 5. Okay. I know which one to get.
Fire on the third floor. Get me a headline if you can with the crew at ASAP.
Chief Ken, to what extent have you committed to the interior? The north side interior rear defense.
34 to 42. It's going to be an extended period of time before we can get you a single line to that third floor. I recommend that you just back down, and we'll try and hit it from the main floor. We're in about as deep as we should be down here.
If we can get a whole kit up here, we're on solid for two doors, and if we can find ourselves a half forward cabinet, and if we have our debit fit operational, we will stop this in this hallway.
We're on scene here. We're going to do a quick 360 of the building and see if we can get around for a better vantage point here. We'll update on Pat, Jeff,
Roger, Tower 333.
Right now.
Side, we advise that we're going to get police to shut down the west side street.
You want to shut down the master stream operating on the roof?
0420 discretion unless you're hitting fire using a roof, which is not of much.
Scuttle coming through the third floor roof. Heavy smoke is out the front of the building on the third floor. Can resist take a third floor window from the steps if needed.
Again, you're just that is like a
Aerial 426, this is slot 465. I'm trying to find a layout here to see which one of those gives us access to the third floor auditorium. I'll get an update in a minute.
Roger, we're going to temporarily let down water and roofs and knock-ins at the door window.
Seating area above there, if you have access to that, that's going to allow you to get over 343 crews, it's over 343 cap.
Go ahead.
Pumper 345 rescue relay.
There's a force relay captain. There's a force relay captain.
Command 10.
In the fire, there is considerable heavy fire down the first floor. There's also a lot of duct work up here on the roof of the captain.
Roger, thank you for the update. Continue your effort.
40, car 42. 443 driver, do a little bit more pressure here for the area.
On Eglinton, south side of the building. Top 333 for 333, squad 331, and pumper 312.
34 go.
Meetings, which is directly below the building, you start to fall down into the lobbies. You guys can come down from that floor to the door, please.
10.
35.
10.
Chief 10, this is 42. Right now, we are floor. The floor is solid and tile. We're able to get a cabinet stairwell, appliance, agent in the hallway. Right now, our opinion right now, this floor is still good.
This time we need you to maintain a safe operating area. So do not overstep.
Pump 343 captain, Aero 341 captain, rescue 345 is ready for water when you are.
For 442 driver, pumper 33.
Most of the fire is contained in the middle section of the building. To the west and to the east, still incredible. At the moment, the main body of the fire is the center of the building.
For 312 captain, this is accountability. Give me your ocean and power.
Man, this is supposed to be slow. We're in the city council. Code 42, this is rescue 441 county. So, we've been ordered to exit the third floor due to compromise on the fire on the second floor.
And pumper 333 cap.
Yeah, Jake, it looks like there's a spot at the back here. There is.
3 captain, base 10. Can you repeat that? You deal with the spot in the back?
We're just figuring out where to keep to figure out the best position. Stand by.
And 10, this is car 44. We've assigned for 312 to the standpipe on the Charlie section of the building.
34 to 52. What's the situation up there?
Feeling tough, down from over. There's a fire here. We got a smoke kit with this 38 go. We're knocking stuff down from up here floor. As it now is safe, and we have no flame overhead. Over.
You're not on that, are you?
Negative. We're on the ice. Carrizo floor here. Concrete. We're at it from the interior driveway. We're not on the balcony. We're just letting water up to the balcony. And to knock down as we can right now. To come up and replace the phone cabinet. And Eric and I are just about out of there.
To the driver, this is 343 driver. To us, please.
Welcome. Aerial 46 Captain. Was your aerial, but hold off now. We have guys on the first. We're going to a visual for you. We'll update you shortly.
And then from the windows.
Command to the Toronto Fire, we ride one seat. Again, they want hydro disconnect the power. Paging, this is Chance. Through to the western door where Rescue 349 is operating, and to Chief 13. This is command. Go ahead. Ron, thank you. Chief 42, this is command. Command 10 to Chief 41.
Someone called 34.
We've just arrived at base, and we need to deploy our truck up front. Do you have any info?
Get info for you. Man, this is base. Tower 14 is on scene. Would you like them to be relocated?
Chief 44, this is Rescue 341. Captain, we're setting up aerial 341 now on the north side of the building. What's the plan for flying for this aerial?
For the moment.
Roger, well, Tower 114, did you copy?
114 copies. We're going to go forward up into base here. Go ahead, 42, Chief 10. And unit. Water. Command.
Squad 331, this is 30.
C-34, Squad 331, go ahead.
Squad 442, I believe there are, movement location. There are 5. You can switch up and back down the way they came up, please.
445.
So we've got confirmation that we're up to the whole building from Toronto Pipe.
I'm coming to the end of the level. You're going to wait for that.
34 to command 10 to another light truck.
34 is command. The north is on location. They've been about 15 minutes ago. They were not.
Trails command. Hides been cut to the building. Hiders been cut to the building.
Control and send. We require a work crew.
445, this is 342 driver. High ball and hydrant pressure. Go ahead, Art. Just ended you copy that. Start step ball and hydrant pressure. Go ahead, Art. Just ended you copy that. Start step. Repeat charge that line to the standpipe. And pumper 312 crew reports to the front door.
Pumper 312 driver charging standpipe line.
On 30 minutes. We'll go, we're just establishing our supply to the standpipe once that's complete. Move forward.
Toronto Fires, we have average gas on the
Truck line, the standpipe shut down. Get up at the other side, it's just flowing out.
Rob, check out through the main.
Pumper 433, Toronto Fire.
The pumper 433, go ahead.
Please call the driver at 1
Aerial 126, this is Squad 45. I don't think that front window's going to give us access to what we need. It's ported off with a classroom. You're gonna need to look at it from this again.
Toronto Fire, pump 433, 5265, please try.
135,
43 Toronto, we have ESP 70.
Come in, this is 445. We're going to try to do it now. We're going
When you say collapse, you mean through the roof? I'm coming up to have a look.
The isolation system of the vent at the front has collapsed in addition to the building front.
Chief 1093, Just a partial collapse in a small area around the south side of the building where they're operating into the third floor of the ventilation system. Toronto Fire, 133, we have Rod.
42. On the third floor. We are part 6.
42's command, you're unreadable.
Part 6.
Roger, third floor, part 6.
Partial roof collapse on the south side.
That's what we got here.
Right, south side. We're gonna have it next it now. 42.
Announced as being close to the ventilation. Just Toronto Fire Command 30's operation. Not the one of the
242 command.
242. This is 234. A partial collapse on the ceiling and roof on the south side of the building, which is you're operating on the side of the building.
Right now we have no fire overhead. We're still hitting it. We're all the way to the auditorium.
And we're 26. I'm looking at the area collapse. It looks more like a burn through where air conditioning pieces that burned through the roof. It's set 20 feet in from the south. I do cruise streams hit area that is a position. We'll keep an eye on the rest of the roof.
Calls that report, thanks.
Pull any tiles out on the first floor to see if there's any springs overhead at your location.
42, you're broken up. Could you repeat that message, please?
I test the ceiling down there before anything down to see if there's any spread of the fire overhead where you guys are.
Readable.
We're going to start relay pumping. Another tax channel or assign another channel. Towards pumping for the high 442. 6 cats and starting with getting roof operations with a trench cut on the west side of the building. There's actually a building that involves this. Afraid it's going to start cutting the roof that direction, or maybe some crews safe up on that side, operating on the roof, pull up a trench.
Command, manages.
Tower 333 to 142.
Number 42, go ahead.
Water tower operations channel. West Tax 5. You guys can restore.
Sure.
Keep 10 go. That's right.
Be advised, attempts were made to charge the system and the system failed. You won't be getting any more water at that location. Can you get 65 to your location?
Crews, still got 238s running. We're not sure. We have no overhead on the third floor. Behind us, go to south side. Give me a minute, confer with the crew, and then we may be is the aerial set up, and are they hitting it from above? Over.
North side are displaying water. Be advised to maintain continuous water from your location and continued update.
Roger.
Command of the 2 crews that went on the west side, make sure you monitor West 3. Pump 343, what's your current status location? What's your current status? And
Go ahead.
you put your current status location?
Currently, we have an operator waiting for 340 on a lane for Tower 333.
Fine.
Our driver is Cruise North.
45 EMS 85.
Water 125, correct?
Alright, 12.
Area 426, command. Be advised, Chief 10 is not advising we do a trench cut on the roof this time.
Copy that.
Robin's got
We're gonna go.
corner and light rehab.
Roger, thanks.
49. There's no extension above us. Visible flames are not down. Now. And we're just exiting.
36 is Chief 10. Was that 42 exiting 42?
We're ready to start pouring water when you're ready. Go ahead.
Toronto Fire's command. Ambridge has set off the gas in the building.
Toronto Fire.
Tower 33 through in the basket. Here's your water.
Welcome.
Okay, we're going to go up a couple hundred. 36.
Command.
Yes, and I think 43, area 26, pump of the 312, up down, left hand side.
Yeah, this is Command. I didn't call last transmission. Whoever is trying to contact Command, and repeat your last message.
Pump 333, captain to pump 442, driver.
Roger.
Your suction. On the 200, if it's no when that's complete.
Tower 333 crew, sorry, Tower 333 captain, Tower 333 crew. We're taking up another couple hundred. We're about 1,000 kPa into the back right now.
Pump 333, captain to 442, driver. 200 if you have it.
Pump 442 driver, welcome.
Pump 342 Command. What's your current status, location?
You're at 1,000 kPa right now.
Pump 333. Pump 333, captain to 442, driver. 200 if you have it.
Pump 442 driver, welcome.
Pump 342 Command. What's your current status, location?
You're at 1,000 kPa right now.
Pump 333, could you repeat?
You're pumping at 1,000 kPa right now.
Was it an additional 200 you just gave me?
Roger, 426, pump 443 driver.
Thank you.
432 cap.
Yeah, Cap. What's your current status and location?
Two of our crew members in staging. We have one on the tip of aerial 34.
Roger.
Pump 333, captain to 440. Can you give me a reading on your hydrant side?
Fire area 423 captain, be advised you have no alarm ringing in this building. You have a callback number or apartment location?
Toronto Pump 433 captain. Also be advised, smoke from the Eglinton Needle fire is blowing during over this building.
The 42 driver, up 200.
42 driver, go.
423 captain. The additional caller is from 18, unit 108.
Stand by, 42 driver.
Go. Complete.
Chief 9, Cover 343 on the third floor. Chief 9, Cover 343 on the third floor.
343, say again who you're calling.
Chief 9, please reach the ceiling on the third floor on the west side of the auditorium. It looks like the construction is below ceiling with a ladder that goes plaster. Every breach of plaster, the fire is already jumped over. Gonna try and go into the classroom on the south side and see if we can breach it, cut it off from there. Any flames in the ceiling.
Number 343, captain at Chief 9. I'll meet you off of the third floor on the north side.
Chief Clergyman, this is Chief Stage 13. Can I know your location, please?
I'm right outside Command 10.
Your current position, do you think you can reconsider the trench cut position? We've evaluated it extensively from the interior. We're not going to be able to get that roof cap.
And some hand lines up the ladder and some saws to the south side.
Use Chief 34 and the crews that have been devoted to the south side to assist you. Let us know if you need further assistance. But for now, we're going to start the trench cut and try to stop it through travel through the roof from that location. Chief, here's what you've got, and we'll try to assist them further. Chief 34, can you copy my position with Area 26 captain?
Roger, Chief 10. I'll send orders over there. We're pretty stand right now.
Chief Cario 426 is in charge of that, so you feed him and support if necessary. I'll get some friends.
We should be good for crews other than changeover, Chief. So until then, we should be fine.
Roger, thank you for that. Does the air light on your side, have they set up a rehab structure?
Stand by.
Command, Air Light 111. We are at Picknell and Eglinton. We are on the south corner, and we have a
341 driver to room around the tip.
34 to Charter 10. Command 10. Is it possible to get additional aerial around to the southwest side for the ladder only, not for water necessarily, but for egress?
Aerials, no ladder trucks, not committed. We'll work with the site.
I'm not sure if the tower could get close enough to get access to the roof.
We have there's some sort of water main or sewer main right on Eglinton on the south side of the road. We might need the crews here.
Roger, probably works at 10 for a possible water main, or, water main. Command, your driver back to pick up your relief and his relief.
I'll have to send them around to check. I'm not sure what the situation.
Roger, update me when you find out.
Serial 441 arriving at Bath Ridge at 27. We have paramedics arriving on scene. We have a single vehicle into a pole. We do have cables down across the road and checking. We'll update.
Roger, 441. Go ahead.
Toronto Fire, sorry, Aerial 441 Captain. I can advise Hydro, we do have one wooden pole that's been splintered, pole number 2251. And the wires down are just cables for support. We do not have any wires, just cables that are across the road, so Hydro will have.
Command 10, possible to get an additional aerial dispatch to this location for the purposes of egress on the southwest corner here.
And you say Tower 114 won't work?
Doesn't have the reach capability of an aerial, given the distance of the road from the building.
Captain on fire.
Fire, Aerial 441.
Sit down.
Pull the split.
That's just call on.
Toronto Fire 443 Captain, that income aerial, could you have them approach eastbound on Eglinton from the west?
Approach eastbound on Eglinton from the west.
Say again, please. Command Chief 31 is Chief.
Command 10 Toronto Fire
Toronto Fire goes.
has been notified about the water main break. Their ETA is within 2 hours. A high priority.
Right.
Chief 31 Command, this is Chief 10.
Chief Tango.
Uncommitted.
Tower 114's command. What's your status? You're on the west side of the building. Committed. That's a negative.
Thank you. Thank you for this transmission. We want them to set up on the west side to provide access to the roof from the west side, with the consideration that we will advance roofs on the roof and create a trench cut from the other side, creating a flanking act from there.
Chief 10, we are up. I just want us to stop that. We'll make our way to the right. We get over there with to the back street.
We will send you 2 crews.
Are we set another tower or just the trench cut?
For the trench cut, but you'll need water on the roof. That's why there's 2 crews. Staging, this is Chief 10.
Go ahead, Chief 10.
We will need to use 2 crews from staging as a starter to assist Tower 114. We're going to need a water supply and hand lines up the roof to support the trench roof. Thank you. 43 Captain, we're in position to help supply water to the tower once it's here.
This is for 343. Go ahead. 40 Captain. Joyce running east and west, and about 3 feet up. It looks like most of the fire is contained around the auditorium, our classrooms. On either side, right on the third floor, with some black smoke in the ceiling, but not a lot of heat.
Chief 10.
14.
Correctly identified the location. We need you on the east side. I hope you're overcommitted. East up as close to the building as possible so that we can have the crews to assist in order need to be on the east side.
26 Triumph, retreat quickly.
As close to the building as possible so that we can have the crews to assist in order need to be on the east side.
26 Triumph, retreat quickly.
Did you copy my second message to Tower 114? It's the east side of the building. We need them on, not the west. Send the crews from staging to the east side.
Chief 10, I did not copy that.
While you're
of Tower 114. I incorrectly identified where they needed to be. We need them on the east side, as do the two crews from staging to assist on the east side.
Roger, acknowledged. We're going to access the roof from the east side of Tower 114.
Sector Regional Fire 13 Captain, just confirm the location for base.
But we were told for you to approach on Eglinton East from the west. So approach Eglinton East from the west, and you'll see Commander. We can switch to West Tag 3 for this call. West Tag 3.
Okay, what?
We still have a location on strategic one.
Our fuel truck has arrived. They're going to the northwest.
Roger, field truck on scene.
Go ahead.
And this is West Roof Office. We are now up and operational. We have, at the time, one main egress, second west side. We have two lines on the roof, multiple saws, reversible wall.
Aerial 26 Captain Chief 10. There's another aerial on route that's going to set up at the south corner as a secondary means of egress.
Roger. I also put by the drop-down ladder here that takes to the other part of the building.
Roger, thank you. Well done.
Aerial 46 driver.
Aerial 426 driver. You grab me a couple flat shovels. I'm going to move some gravel up here. Shovel.
Chief 10, this is Command. We'd like to start releasing crews to the scene. Do we have permission to do so?
Absolutely, at your discretion. Thank you. Go ahead and approach the location.
Chief 10's Command, Aerial 420, scene now. 2 minutes time frame to access the roof.
34 Command, we've got Aerial 423 slated as the second unity.
Roger. Aerial 423, do you copy that?
Aerial 423 copy.
On scene, and have any drivers with fuel issues to contact the fuel truck?
Roger, man. So, as on scene 26 Eglinton Avenue West, the fuel truck is on scene. The setup is court building.
Chief, you said you're clear, Roger.
Command, this is West and Bob. We're going to need a couple more saws to the side. Any incoming grass or apparatus on scene if they can bring some saws to the west.
Command acknowledges. Any crews on scene with vendors? Can you let some men?
Ladder, circle the unmanned tip. Ladder, circle the unmanned tip. Watch your nozzle. You're hitting crews on the roof. That's roof off. Is there any way we can get some air to the roof? Air bottles to the roof on the west side?
We'll work on it. Airlight on scene, can you bring bottles to the west side with a cart and maybe use the Bronto to sell on the roof?
111 Captain, one with the southwest corner, is that correct?
I believe so. 114 is?
Car 10, this is Squad 445. We've gained access to the east side of the building. We're going to check if there's a hatch to gain access to the roof. We're part 3.
Roger, Squad 445. For the air? Airline, this Chief 10, you should check to see who is asking for air. The tower is setting up on the east side. They would have no air requirements at this time.
Airlight 111, Squad. Aerial 426, Captain, this is Pumper 132. Captain 3 is now being set up at the southwest corner. Once they're set up, we'll bring up a couple more saws and some steel. Definitely use some more saws up here. We're going to press hands for long. Airlight 111, do you copy that?
Airlight 111, negative. Say again, please.
You could just pull up here to Aerial 423.
Roger.
Aerial 42 is on the West Tag 3. We're going to the Keto and Eglinton Fire Relief Pump 146 crew. We're non-emergent mode.
Stay off Dock 3, please.
Roger.
426 crew, this is Rooster Officer. Can you bring up another rope bag? We're pulling stuff with handling. Have a rope bag. Wilco.
Roger, Sergeant.
Pedestal, Aerial 426 crew 2, Luke. Is there anybody there to do entry? Can you start keeping track of guys? Right now we are 14 on the roof. 14 on the roof. Aerial 426, Captain. This is Pumper 132. Captain, I got that. Appreciate that. At this time we're par 14. Roger.
Aerial 426 Captain Chief Ken. Do you really need 14 people for this task?
Do we need 14? That's affirmative. Everybody's pretty much working.
Some difficulty finding you with fresh crews, so pace yourself.
Sure, we're in no hurry.
Our investigator Ricky on scene.
Fuel in your pants pocket. Bring up some cans of fuel if
Group C is command. Use that for top crew. Do you have sector?
We have Air 20, Rescue 423, Pumper 312, and Squad 331. On the roof is Aerial 26, Ray 423, Pumper 312, and Squad 330.
Sector off. And crews all fitted in with entry.
In, but do have a head count on the entry off that speed. It's a matter of Roger.
We have city work on the south side of the building towards the west side. We've got a broken water main that pump 443 used. They don't have much pressure and they're feeding at 426. They're not using water operations now, but if it's needed, they're going to have very low pressure for that.
This is Pumper 312 cap. 12 cap.
Toronto Fire.
Go.
On the air, 312.
Roger, PTO 1.
The guys could rotate out.
We were told that supplies are going to be slow coming, so we'll use the new crew to
42, go.
Yeah, where is base at this fire?
Roger, pump 142, cap.
Toronto Fire, this is pump 142.
Three level roof at the southwest corner. We're going to use aerial 420. We have 25 bottles. What they want to call another.
Roger, Air Light 111.
Copy that, Master. We got bottles coming up on the southwest corner by way of aerial 4.
Roger, thank you.
Air Light 114 is command for cylinder situation.
Yeah, command Air Light 111. We have 25 bottles. You may want to call for air light.
Could be used as a
Pump 422. Command, Toronto Fire.
Park, I think 44. Atrium area here on the east side is a natural set, so I won't check the other side.
Copy that. Squad 45 says they've got a natural barrier on the east side of the roof. They're just going to do a virtual check for the rest of the area.
Command copies. Air Light 421, command. What's your cylinder status?
We had nobody in the
Rod. What's your cylinder status? Air Light 421.
Aerial 1. We have a full day shift on Aerial 421. Replace that command.
440 Captain, that's Carmore. That's good enough.
Copy that. We got head fire coming up at the barrier. We've got a crew in front of us.
Toronto Fire, Aerial 441 cap. We get an ETA.
Air Light on. We're going to need one.
Air Light 111, copy. Air Light 421, command. What's your cylinder status?
We have finished now. We have approximately 40 bottles left.
Right. Air Light 1 clear. I'm going to go for passport to the command vehicle.
Roger, thank you. Tell my driver to the board, and we'll dump all of our cylinders at the 433.
Fire command, nuclear splash to the scene.
Roger, command.
Car 44.
Currently on the roof, with the trench. We're between a lock of a couple of saws. Is there any more on site? Because that's simply more saws.
And it's from your point, by 4-3, not fair, setting the roof and we want each front with the access from the sewage. Okay, to confirm, the part of the roof they're on is part of the building or new building?
441, Toronto Fire. ETA 20 minutes.
Roger.
Toronto Fire's command, keep people know that any apparatus on scene with available vent saws, contact command.
All apparatus on scene 2690 Eglinton Avenue. Any crews with available vent saws is to contact command 10. Have any crews with available vent saws is to contact command.
Command with 441 shot, the roof shot, sir. Good on for partner 75. Sidewalk.
Car 42 on the roof with trench equipment. How does that
Crews with available vent saws is to contact command.
Command, Rescue 421 Captain, roof sector. Good on for partner 75. Skywalk.
42 on the roof with trench equipment. How does that
Captain to command, we do have events all in our trucks, and we are also ready to deploy the equipment up to the roof as needed.
Roger, acknowledge that. Can you make that happen?
Yes, Captain. Confirming, your crew is working on the old part of the roof, and can you get a hose line up that stairwell, or how are you going to get water up there?
We got 2 crew members from our pump support 333 with a vent off needed.
Roger, can you deploy the crew and the equipment to the roof sector?
Roger that. 2 crew members going to the roof pump 333.
Roger.
According to Squad 45 Captain, there's no way to get a hose up through all the mazes. We're just going to have to lump the water with one of the aerial.
143 Special West Strategic 1 is 143 Special West Strategic 1.
Strong fire is under control. Good downgrade.
Roger, Rescue 426 Captain. One truck situation on Marion Street. Rescue 426, all other incoming aircraft.
4 windows just to the right of the main entrance on the 3rd floor of high.
Roger. Are we able to get any water now with the aerial?
Not at this time, but they're pulling the 65 out of the front entrance, and they're going to just try and hit it from the ground here.
Roger, thank you.
Please check on the police. If they are responding, I can advise the truck operator.
They are responding. They have to respond. Somebody asked for it. You have to remain on.
Command, this is Rick Rector Randy. We still have 426, 243, Comfort 12, 31, and Rescue 421.
All those crews are in?
Say it again, Chief. That's affirmative.
The eaves on the new section, we're going to cut a hole and see actually what's going on before we do any work on the roof.
Chief,
Negative, we could use one up here. We'll have to use the stairway. It's quite a ways, but we could use a couple of hose lines up here.
Is there even a hose cabinet anywhere close to you that you can take some water supply? Right now, we're in the process of repositioning Aerial 341 to your location. That's the earliest we can bring you water from the ground.
Roger, thanks.
Command, Rescue 421, roof sector. We require more crews up here if possible.
Roger, you're looking for crews for relief or crews, additional crews to assist?
Just wondering if you want us to come in and wait for the fire.
Waiting to go up on the roof. But they're relief crews. They don't have masks. They need the guys to come down and do a transfer of masks prior to them going up. So we're going to need a couple of the crews to come down.
Roger. Are you at the roof entry? So I'll coordinate that with roof sector officer.
Chief 34 is cover 312, Captain.
Yeah, we're now on scene. We're just north of Eglinton on Trethewey.
Post north end of the structure.
Roger that. Thank you.
The base has been broken down. You are to respond to the command post, which is just north of the structure.
Command, this is Chief 44. We've got smoke emanating all along the roof on the east side. We're going to go back inside to the new section, open up some roofs from the inside to see if the fire is spread.
Right. Pumper 132 crew, this is 132 captain to replace you. Aerial 426 captain, this is Pumper 132 captain. Your replacement's all
5 Captain D platoon.
Go ahead, Squad 445 Captain D platoon.
The truck will change over and you guys be on your way.
This is G42. Go ahead. I'm 421D. I'm not going anywhere.
Entry control, Aerial 423 Captain, be advised we're on the roof. Car 2. The center pit passes down with Aerial 423 crew.
430. Where are you on?
Rescue 341, this is Command. Where are you guys located? Rescue 341, this is Command 10. Where are you located?
421. Roof sector, we're going to call this. We're going to get off the roof.
We recommend we get off the roof. We're losing the roof.
Rescue 421 captain, roof sector. We're evacuating the roof.
Phone fire, Aerial 441, Captain.
Urgent!
Evacuate. All apparatus on the roof sector, 2690 Eglinton Avenue West to evacuate. I repeat, all roof sectors to evacuate the roof immediately.
Squad 445 is in control.
The squad, we copy that message. We're on the new building now.
Roof entry is command. Prepare to do a par. Once all the crews have come off the roof.
Range Drive 101 Pendleton, high-rise residential, no overtime Alpha Bravo Charlie site. Rescue 413 Captain will be in command of it.
Area 423, Captain. We just set up aerial 423 the water tower. Can you get us a water supply? 26 aerial, raise the ladder up a foot. Sector range control. Situation, false alarm. Thank you, working.
413, Captain. One truck situation, Ken Nelson, rescue 413, all others can be clear.
413 on scene.
T13.
Command entry control, spot 449, effective.
Airlight 421, Cap. Airlight 421. We're here to relieve you. Where are you located? On the north side.
T13, we're on scene. Where would you like us? Command, please. Command, could you just tell us where you're located, please? North side of the building, west of Trethewey. Right. Roof sector entries, command. With you. Roof sector entries, command. We're going to conduct a bar now. Bar status of aerial 426. Fire command, ordering radio silence. Can you tone that out, radio silence, so I conduct this bar?
Avenue West, remain radio silence. I repeat, remain radio silence while Command 10 does a par status.
Roof entry, it's command. What's the par status of aerial 46? Staff on 312.
Only par one up here now, and he's on his way down.
Par status of squad 331. Base, that's number 160.
Par 2, roll.
Par 2.
Confirm that you have all apparatus and crews that are assigned to your sector on the ground. Sign on the ground.
Whoever descending, all on ground.
Go ahead, rescue 4.
They've notified Toronto Housing, the watering center, and they're also going to call you to advise you of the drop.
Command is 21 through the we're going to back with the last one. That's the roof here. They're going to redeploy the roof 46 at the water tower.
Roger.
Tower 333. You pump 444 driver.
42, this is 442 drive. Can you put into the truck have relief from Jesus?
Command, first 221, 3 sector, all personnel evacuated after roof.
420 crew, this is 420 Captain. Captain.
There, this 422 crew.
When you're done your assignment, we're on the south side on Eglinton. If you're not doing a task, report back to the truck, please.
Welcome.
We'll go speak to the owner. It's the smoke from the Eglinton fire.
South to see Air 423, and they're going to be setting up water tower operations on the south corner of the building.
Roger, staying on water tower, southwest corner building. As the Toronto District School Board dispatch any of their personnel to the scene.
Stand by, we'll double check.
Chief 10, this is 44. Can you give me your location? Pump 142, Command 10. Can you report to Command 10?
Tower 333 is power 42. You got 200 training coming your way.
Roger that.
Command 10 Toronto Fire.
Go ahead.
We have contacted TDSB. They'll be sending someone to your location. No ETA.
Track 1, repeat last transmission on West Track 1. West Track
45.
Roger.
Command Chief 31, Chief 10. On driver. This is 142.
111 left the scene to go back to station.
This is Chief
10.
an uncommitted aerial. Bring it in on Eglinton from the east side. We have a position to set it up and hit the south side of the building to the east side. We've got another aerial on this side effective other than 426, and it's hitting the trench that they cut. 423, Captain. This is pump 142.
Go ahead, pump 140, Captain.
Yeah, we're supposed to be relieving you. Where would I find you? Free to command? 423, Captain. This is pump 142.
Go ahead, pump 140, Captain.
Yeah, we're supposed to be relieving you. Where would I find you? Free to command?
Pump 142, Captain. I'm on the Charlie side at the command vehicle.
Roger that. Thank you.
Toronto Fire's Command. Dispatch Rehab 1.
Put the crew on the
Roger, copy. Toronto Fire, copy. The gas has been actually locked out now.
and this is number 160.
Command 10 Toronto Fire.
Aerial 426. Driver, can we get this ladder extended to the Aerial captain to 6 crew on the tip.
Command 10 Toronto Fire.
Go ahead, Toronto Fire.
Not available this time.
Home 312 driver, can you send aerial 423 water?
south side to set up.
That aerial needs to approach from the east along Eglinton and meet Chief 34.
Your approach from the east.
Toronto Fire, just copy.
And they've been cleared. They're the key shift, 441, I believe.
Roger, shut down bridge south side, 441. You make sure they come to their passport.
All right.
333, this is pump 442.
And just be advised, aerial 345 is the additional aerial. They'll be approaching from the east.
Perfect, thank you. 34, you copy. It's rescue 3, or Aero 345, come to your location.
GTO 1 on a fire.
41 is going to be playing water.
Roger.
Captain, pump 442, driver.
Tower 333. Captain, this is driver from 442. Here for 30 seconds. We just have to switch the hose around here at the pump, and it should work better with our discharge pressure.
Roger that. Just going to update my guys now.
847, right.
Van 335, PTO 1, Toronto Fire.
Tower 333, are we okay to shut down?
Aerial 426 staff, the driver. You extend the water, raise it first, and then extend the water.
35, this is squad 445 relief captain. What's the location of our drive?
Just here at the pump. You want her in a second.
Squad 445C, that's the southwest corner at the lights, just down the street.
Captain, Rescue 421, Captain. We require from manpower if any on the roof.
43, we're back on scene. Eglinton and Shields.
Before we have second EMS 898.
331, no, we are not assigned to staff. We're out in front of the building. Can't leave them here.
This is pump 315. We've arrived at Union or Turnberry. We're looking for any signs in the area.
You can clear your truck, you can get out. Go and switch over to the station.
Yeah, we came up and swapped them out. The D shift here. Man, 423 Cap.
Toronto, pump 315. We've checked up and down the street. Are you have the caller to come out and meet us?
Pump 342, command 10.
342,
Are you D shift?
we're wasn't paying.
So you are not on scene?
This is T32. Be aware that, 433 is retrieving equipment from the southwest corner of the building that is not all. They'll be coming back down after they get the equipment in Eglinton. We're
Post just north of the structure. Pumper 422, as of roughly 8 o'clock, was shuttling crews.
Pump 443, command 10.
we've put in I've got my pet.
We are in the Aerial 426 for command 10. Are you T shift or C shift? Aerial 423, command 10 to T shift, C shift. Have you been used or T?
T shift is 2 minutes apart of Aerial 426.
Say again, I didn't receive.
Station 421 Enterprise is Delta.
We're heading it directly from right above.
132 commands. Are you Delta or Charlie shift?
We're from pump 143, switch trucks with 132.
Let's go fire. The gate has captain in pump set here. Happy place. How are you going?
Right.
Pump set here. Happy place. How are you going?
Right. Yeah, we're gonna shut down operations. If you could back down, we're gonna swap crews out. So if you guys shut down,
Pump 442. We'll only shut down.
Roger that. 423 crew. Like the program. 23 captains. 423. We're all down. We only got a. 241 crew, Sheriff.
Last vehicle, you get batteries on command.
Pump 345 crew. Pump 345. We're looking for 442 crew. We want to swap out some of the Rio batteries from
21 crew, rescue 421 Shasta. Mark, can you give me an update?
The fire has made it to the trench line that we cut in the roof. Right at this time, we're holding it back. The fire is coming out of the trench. There's a significant amount of fire behind the main entrance, the upper part of the main entrance. The line that we cut earlier, fire is coming out of the trench. So the main part of the fire currently is behind the main entrance the higher roof line.
That last crew, make the last transmission as a command. We did not copy your message.
Progressing the fire. Currently we have fire coming out of the trench line on the left side of the building on the Bravo side. The main body of the fire is from that towards the alpha side of the building in the center main entranceway.
Early. There's right up that side.
Rescue 421 crew, rescue 421 Captain Mark, is the fire gone westward beyond the trench at all? The trench is continuing to fire to the east side with the main entrance, the atrium and the entrance.
Which is up the front of the fire.
Pump 132, squad 331, Captain. Can you charge that 65? 65 into you. We'll put a line here in right window. Can you let her study?
Rescue 421 Captain, Rescue 421. We do have generation of smoke on the third floor from the alpha floor window.
Yeah, third floor what?
Outside windows on the third floor. The on-ramp.
Proceeding to Rotherham to have their extrication equipment service. Will be out of service once we're done.
Stand by.
Rescue 423 Captain. Yes, Cap, can you send your fourth man to the Charlie side of the building where our vehicle is parked?
Force command. Have all the radio transmissions on the alpha side go through you. Have those crews report to you. And give me one condensed update at the time sheet.
Yeah, copy that, command. Right now we've got 55 millimeter set up right in the alpha sector with a hose stream up to the second floor.
Roger.
Captain, with the resources you have, the water tower is not adequate. Can we use Aerial 423 to hit the alpha?
Use them for the alpha side of the building and the windows. We have this here.
The front wall's starting to collapse. Urgent. That's the side front wall is starting to collapse.
Transmission.
Back front of the building.
Urgent. All apparatus on C90. The front wall is about to collapse. I repeat, the front wall is to collapse.
First command, I acknowledge that you're moving on the alpha side back.
Affirmative. All crews are back on the alpha side.
Roger.
This is Rescue 3-5. It's Cash calling for water. Are you ready to pump?
Pump 442. Not affirmative. I'm ready.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Command AAP. Looking for sequence crews on scene. Contact command.
Roger.
Command 10. What's your status in terms of bottles and capability?
We got about 3/4 on the one side. It's in the process of other airlines to switch them off.
441 on fire.
Clear.
Just to confirm, you clear? Airline 421?
Airline 421, you can clear, and don't forget your passport.
Yeah, rescue 426.
48 First Avenue.
Please.
Hey, Cap.
423, this is Command 10.
Paramedic Unit 802 on scene.
This is Res 345. If you need to gate back a little bit, go ahead.
Roger that, 345. I'll get back a little bit. Let me know how it is.
We'll go.
442. How's your pressure?
We can't find. We're going to downgrade one truck.
Roger, rescue 426. One truck situation on First Avenue. Pump 433, car 33 in the Hazy.
Repeat last. We were working earlier. There's a collapse towards the center of the building, and it looks like the fire may be extending beyond the trench. We may have to cut a new trench
personnel on the roof to cut a new trench west of the existing one.
Command, stand by. Chief 10, this is Command.
This is Chief 10.
Did you copy that last request to create a new trench west of the trench that's up there?
Requirement.
Roger. Chief 9, Command. Chief 9's Command. Chief 9, what's the situation with putting crews back on the roof to cut another trench west of the trench that was already cut?
Toronto Fire, this is Airlight 421 out of service for about 15 minutes, transporting a personal vehicle back from changeover and taking the Airlight back to 420.
You can talk directly to the crew.
The tip of Aero 426 and advise me that what the situation like up there?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, Chief. Aero 426 has personnel on the tip of the aerial, and they can advise on the situation of the roof for you if you want to liaise with them.
Right.
1. I am at Station 333 picking up the pumper and tower.
Crew have an irregular panel right below the yellow smoke you see coming from the west. They're limiting the ability to get water on the fire. If we can trench west of that array, we may be able to get water in any further west.
Take the tower crew, and then the pump crew can relieve with their own truck. Leave as their truck's actually coming back to the station, but you can take the tower crew and PTO1 up to the fire.
Roger, I'll try to give you a bit more pressure.
All that yellow smoke is coming from the silver.
Toronto Fire, pump 445.
Toronto Fire, the patient is not requiring medical assistance at this time. We can clear 10. OPP is going to clear the accident off the highway and move it over to the Congress Center. Pump 445, rescue 444 will fix.
We need some hand lines west of the main entrance into the third floor.
Toronto Fire's Command. Can we dispatch Ram 10 this location?
Chief 44, this is Command 10. Ability?
Aero 426, we can't cap.
We get heavier, you come down.
Car cap, nobody's got our favorite flying.
And that for 114 is going to set up on Trethewey, so leave the tower in that location.
Roger.
Command, this is Chief 34.
34 goes, Command.
Yeah, Chief, I just wanted to make sure you got my transmission that Pump 142 crew has been reassigned to put a hand line in the Alpha sector, just to the west side of the front door.
Roger. Toronto Fire's Command. We have one of the crews from 340 want to 10 to operate the ramp van for us. They can decide, or you can decide which truck we use, the aerial or the rescue.
Roger, Command.
Chief 34's Command. Do you have over the top of your sector?
No, it's 34.
You have a writ.
Stand by.
34 Command. Do you have a writ?
That's negative, Chief. We're going to need somebody on the Bravo side where the guys are on the roof.
G42, this is Aero 420. G42, G5. G42.
They're on the left.
G42, this is Aero 426.
40. Aero 422.
In the cloud room below that square bed, about 20 feet from you.
Roger, this is Chief 2. East Coast is getting spongy. We're going to get all people off the roof right now.
30.
This call, please.
Currently on the wrong channel. You're on West Act 2, calls on West Act 3. I'll get the red come.
Aware of that. I couldn't get out on 3. Can you assign a rig crew to this call, please?
Over.
Evacuate. All apparatus on scene 690 Eggleston Avenue West on the roof or to evacuate the roof. I repeat, evacuate the roof.
Car 42 and 3 personnel from Aerial Port 32 are evacuating right.
30 is command. We make sure we have no personnel on the roof and field with her. Rid of the call. One's fast. So,
Chief 34 comment. The roof being evacuated right now.
and we have a guy from first sector.
26 captain to Aerial 426 crew. It's time to get down.
Command, this is Chief 34. The roof sector was par 4. I have a visual. All 4 firefighters are coming down the aerial ladder right now.
Roger. What about the crew you had on interior and the hand line?
Yeah, take command.
Side on the hand line? Have they been evacuated as well?
Yeah, that's a negative. There's nobody in the top building.
Rescue troop report on scene.
Rescue 41.
Transmission calling command go.
Advising that Rescue 425 is incoming red team.
Roger, thanks. Rescue 425 inbound.
Diagnostic command incoming red. Rescue 420.
Roger, incoming is Rescue 426.
Command.
That last transmission repeat.
Pumper 422.
Roger. Do you have a current task? Roger.
Yeah.
It's 415.
Aerial 426. Aerial 426. About 10 feet to the, or to the east, sorry. 10 east.
And this is Chief 34.
Chief 34, go ahead. This is command.
Chief, do we have a water supply officer?
Bye.
Aerial 426 driver. Move your nozzle 10 feet to the east.
Toronto Fire, PTO 103.
Right. PTO are currently dealing with the Tower 33, is that correct? You brought them in?
Command, this is Chief 34.
Chief 34, go ahead. This is command.
Yes, Chief, is it possible to send me a crew to help the police with evacuating some of these units? We still have some residents in their apartment.
Chief 34, this is command. I believe pumper 422 just arrived on scene. They should be out front.
Copy that, all fine. 422 Captain, this is Chief 34. Go ahead, Chief 34. Yeah, do you guys have a task right now? That's negative. We're just coming up behind the school over by the. Yeah, can you report to the Alpha sector? I'm right out in front of pumper 132. I'm going to get you to assist in evacuating some residents.
Chief 42, what's your location?
Toronto Fire Rescue 411.
Hi, Rescue 411.
We're down in the vicinity of Rotherham. We can't get there because of this ongoing fire. Can you call Rotherham? There's a plume of smoke that's probably running right over their location right now, and see whether we can even have this equipment checked.
Chief 42, go ahead.
What's your assignment?
The Alpha side with 43, just helping supply the pure water. Roger.
Patient contact 435, right?
Tower 114 ready to go on Trethewey.
Squad 445, Toronto Fire.
Oh, 445, go ahead.
The squad 445, Toronto Fire. Squad, new call for you, vehicle accident with possible entrapment at the intersection of Keel and Trollwell Avenue. That's Keel and Trollwell. The call is on West Act 2, no.
45, acknowledge, West Act 2.
Fire, we have ambulance 881 on scene.
Pump 140, this is Command 10. This is Pump 142. Confirm your task. Are you on the hand line in the Charlie sector, Eglinton Avenue? Whatever aerial is on the west side out on Eglinton, all you're doing is lobbing water over into the back of us here. You're not hitting anything. We copy that. We're just sending a guy to the tip to control the knot. Command, Pump 142 is manning a 65 mil hand line on the Alpha side on the west end.
Fire, we're on location. This is a bus and one car involved. We're investigating.
Roger, Rescue 133. 133, this call is on West Act 2, so I can have you switch to West Act 2 as well.
Toronto Fire Rescue 411. We're now at Quartermaster.
Rescue 411.
Command, this is T42 Water Supply Officer. We're talking to the Toronto Works, and
Roger, Rescue 133. 133, this call is on West Act 2. If I can have you switch to West Act 2 as well.
Toronto Fire Rescue 411. We're now at Quartermaster.
Rescue 411.
Command, this is C-42 Water Supply Officer. We're talking to the Toronto Works, and they're going to shut the water off on the south side of Eglinton, and it will not affect any of our highway.
Command copies that. Just confirm we don't have any water supply coming from the south side, and if that's the case, we're good to go.
We're going to be monitoring. We've left a firefighter with the waterworks, and they're going to assess.
Command copies that.
Rescue 133 at this location.
133, all other Toronto Fire apparatus incoming. Rescue 425, Squad 445, Car 14, you can clear.
Changing up. Squad 445 clear, going up. Toronto Fire, Rescue 426 is on the scene.
Rogers, 426.
Rescue 133, Captain, Toronto Fire.
Rescue 444.
Rescue 444, the call for you at Simple Medical Check. 299 notes, 299 road, Unit 305. Call contact 1 now.
Roger that, Toronto Fire, West Tech 1.
Roger.
Can you the windows a little further north?
Aerial 423, Aerial 423, Captain.
Go.
Can't hear Aaron. Can you tell me what the order is, please?
Can you reach the windows a little further north?
Windows north?
Affirmative, the window's just north of you.
Toronto Fire. Toronto Fire.
Windows Unit 305, 305.
Right at the front of the building, the alpha side of the building.
Okay, 444. Whenever you're ready.
Roger, you're shutting down. We're en route. Thank you.
Command, this is pump 142.
Ambulance 831 on scene.
31, right.
Side, the center of the building, bring window.
This is HAZ 332. PTO 1, this is HAZ 332 Captain. PTO 1.
Thanks, man.
G42, this is bunker 443, Captain. And yes, Works Department has shut that main down that was broken. And there should be no flooding in the basements over here. Any increase in pressure has been minimal. How far did you copy?
Requesting another alarm level with a district chief, and this is strictly going to be for evacuation purposes. Base is going to be at Kiel and Eglinton.
Roger, Keel and Eglinton.
Command to Rescue 341, Captain. Command to Rescue 341, Captain. Can you report to the command post?
Aerial 133, can you lift your nozzle up a little bit? Aerial 133, copy. Roger that. Where that nozzle pointed, I had heavy flame earlier.
Roger, Rescue 444.
Command to Toronto Fire.
Go ahead. We're Toronto Fire.
Toronto Fire, it's going to be the evacuation sector, that extra alarm level I requested. Can we have them put on a separate TAC channel as well, please?
Roger, Command. We currently have West Act 5 pump relay. Can we use it on that channel? Just appears like we're running out of channel.
Toronto Fire. We have no signs that it is at this location. We do see the smoke well east of us. We're in the best point of check.
Roger, pump 43.
This is command, go ahead.
Systems line immediately, please.
Command copy.
Toronto Fire. 31, we have, there's no smoke, there's urgency here.
That's negative. We're really busy here. I was on the phone.
We've completed a 360. There is no emergency here. There is no smoke. The call
345, we're ready for water again.
You're sending water. Command, this is Chief 34.
Chief 34, this is command, go ahead.
Yeah, Chief, I just wanted to clarify. Did I hear that this got upgraded to another alarm?
I've requested another alarm evac sector strictly for evacuation purposes on the south side of Eglinton.
I could get a pumper or a supply truck. There's a street called Yarrow. That's Yankee Alpha Romeo Oscar Whiskey. It's one block west of Kiel, and it runs south. We could get a truck in here. We're about 150 meters from a hydrant, another supply line.
Affirmative. I will request one more vehicle for you.
Toronto Police on scene.
Toronto Fire, this is BTO 1, clear.
Right.
Command, this is for 143 Captain.
This is command. Go ahead.
If you like, we can proceed to Yarrow Road and do the relay.
That's affirmative. Thank you very much.
Copy, Chief.
Command to Chief 30, you copy?
Chief 34, can you say again?
Pumper 143 is going to come over to your location and hook up on Yarrow for you.
Copy that. Pumper 143.
Nothing strong at this point, but I don't think we've got much more to give.
Yeah, I can't send you any more either on my end.
Sounds good, thanks.
Command, this is pump 142.
But 142 is going to set up a ground monitor just to the west of the Alpha entrance to the building.
Command copies. Monitor setup just west of the building.
Main sector, this is pump 415. Fire aerial, we are on the air and on road.
Rescue 413, shown on fire. 13, response vehicle collision at the intersection of Highway 27 and Carrier Drive. Again, that's Highway 27, Carrier Drive. West Act 1 acknowledged.
413 responding, 27 carrier.
A415, fire. Area 415, just want to confirm, we have indication that the pump is going, you going as well?
Toronto Fire, we are advised by a landline, we are to respond for evac sector, and we're headed, I don't know where the pump is.
Roger.
Pumper 415, Toronto Fire. Pumper 415, Fire.
Toronto Fire, 415, go ahead.
Are actually responding. You were to be on West TAC 5. You will be part of evac sector and respond to the command vehicle.
Aerial 415, Toronto Fire.
Aerial 415, go ahead.
15, sorry for the confusion. We just need the pump to continue in. The pump is going. You can clear and return to the hall. Aerial
415, acknowledge, and clear.
Evac sector can respond to Kiel and Eglinton.
Aerial 415, Toronto Fire.
Aerial 415, go ahead.
15, sorry for the confusion. We just need the pump to continue in. The pump is going. You can clear and return to the hall. Aerial
415, acknowledge, and clear.
Evac sector can respond to Kiel and Eglinton.
Eglinton Avenue West evac sector. You are to respond to Kiel and Eglinton. Acknowledge.
Rescue 1-4, acknowledge.
Tower 14 acknowledged.
And
Tower 114 is starting the operation at the east corner of
10 copies.
Toronto Fire, Rich, please arrive. Carrier in 27. Get it clear. Rescuing.
Rescue 413.
And to the Chief 34.
34, go ahead.
Adequate resources out there now?
I'm pretty much at bare minimum. I could use a backup crew.
Command 10, stand by.
Aerial, inside. Near lower, water streaming down, flowing out on the road.
Fire Rich 413. Scene 27 in carrier.
413.
Any crews on scene not assigned to it? Contact Command 10.
Fire Rich 413, Captain 33 crew.
Go ahead, I shut it down.
Roger, check on. Give us 2 minutes. 442, Captain. We have.
413, repeat your last one.
Yeah, Toronto Fire Rescue 413. Just an update here. We got one female, 55, history of high blood pressure. She's just shaken up. 110.
Command 10, just be advised, the incoming apparatus for your evac sector are Pumper 415, G14, Aerial 331, Pumper 315, and Rescue 134.
This is Command 10. I'm going to repeat. So that's Pump 15, G14, Aerial 331, Pump 315, and Rescue 134 sector.
Toronto Fire Rescue 412 is on the air and did.
Toronto Fire, this is Car 44. Is the chief involved with evac sector on scene yet? Proceeding to command vehicle. Chief,
14, could you report to Keel and Eglinton, please?
That is there.
Chief Keen, Rescue 134. Rescue 134 will begin evacuating buildings along the south side of Eglinton in the smoke plume as per the command.
Roger, 134, what's your par?
134 crew, 134 Captain Hugh Joyce, Rasui at Eglinton. Breathing apparatus on. 134 crew, Roger.
134, Captain, what's your par?
Pump 426, Toronto.
Pump for 426, go ahead, pump.
42, go ahead.
Mechanics still on scene. Station 443.
Yes, please.
Rescue 341, still 133, go ahead, open up.
Aerial 343, opening up.
Pump 33 driver, or pump 143 driver.
Pump 130, driver's line.
Are you ready for the water?
Hi.
Rescue 134, Captain, Rescue 134 crew. Go ahead. Jeff, we have to relocate the rescue. This is a major way here. Police are diverting all. Chris, bring it down to Trinity and Eglinton. Just put it on the in one of the off areas. Roger, on our way. Command, this is Chief 34. On scene. 42, command center.
Pump 1 driver.
Command to Chief 42. Yeah, we have a mechanic on site. He's at the command post.
Roger, can you send them over to pumper 312? 312 is located on the southwest corner of this building. It has check engine light on.
Man 10 affirmative, mechanic on his way.
And this is Chief 34. Rescue 341 is 0133. That's perfect. Then Chief 14.
132 driver. Water coming. Slowly. Roger that, Sergeant line. Pump 132 driver.
Right. Do you have a more specific area you'd like to go up for us to respond to, or will we be wanting to Eglinton and Keel?
Yes, visit the intersection is clear of smoke, so report and stage at Eglinton and Keel. Or sorry, Trasui and Keel.
Trasui and Keel. Willful, Chief.
I have pump 443. They're relieving squad 331 on the hand line. They are just east of the main entrance.
Make my way there.
In front of the main entrance. 134 acknowledged.
Go ahead, pump 132 driver. Okay, I'll try to give you a bit more. 143 driver. 132 driver.
Go ahead, 132.
I have clocked that up on a program.
Increase 400? Is that correct?
Negative.
Rescue 341 Captain to Chief Sadler. 341 Captain, Chief Sadler. We're going to need someone's keys for the stairwell.
Chief 9, sorry, say that again?
We're going to need someone from the school with keys because all the stairwell doors are locked and we can't gain access to the upper floors without a...
Roger, we'll be there in about 5.
Eglinton commands all crews on scene. Solar panels on the roof have been de-energized and locked up.
Can you tell me which vehicles were assigned to me?
Command copies. Heavy smoke conditions, Alpha side.
15 and pump 415. Aerial 331, Roger. Staging at the intersection of Keel and Eglinton. On the north, and Keel on the south. Eglinton.
Aerial 345 Captain. Can we get some more bottles to the Alpha side?
Copy that.
Command is 42. Be aware we have heavy flames on the second floor on the southeast corner. Heavy flames, second floor, southeast corner.
Command copies. Heavy flames, second floor.
Pump 132 driver, charge that line, please. Pump 132 driver, charge the line, second line to the monitor.
Aerial 345 Captain. This is Chief 34. Pumper 442 crew is bringing you some cylinders.
Roger. You put the bottle behind 130.
Yeah, do you need cylinders right now?
Can you repeat your message?
Pumper 422 to Airlight. What's your location? Airlight location.
Chief 14 is Pumper 315. We've arrived on scene, Eglinton and Keel. We're going to proceed up to Keel and Trethewey stage.
Affirmative. I left my fifth there, and you'll find other crews in staging right in the middle of the intersection.
Roger.
145, Command 10. Are you on scene? Has 145, this is Command 10.
Command 10, showing Has 145 is no longer on scene there. You want to dispatch from their Has truck to your location?
Have them report to Command 10.
Roger, Command.
Pumper 422, Pumper 422 to Airlight. What's your location?
Say again, 445. Right.
Please repeat your message.
There's another resident who's trying to evacuate, but it's blocked by the high voltage.
At 332, channel 5.
You want 350? Roger, you can, there's a group of firefighters standing in the intersection. They're all in the evac sector. You can find them and hang out there for a minute.
Command 10, Toronto Fire.
Command 10, go ahead, Toronto Fire.
Command 10, advise you that Has 332 is aiming for your location. Command 10, Toronto Fire.
Command 10, go ahead, Toronto Fire.
Command 10, advise you that Has 332 is aiming for your location.
Rescue 341, Captain to Command. Be advised, we have CCTV set up now. We're ventilating the structure at the southeast corner.
Right.
Command, this is 242. Air Supply 231 only has 30 more bottles. Only has 30 more bottles. We'll need another Air Supply.
Toronto Fire, requesting another additional airlight, please.
Roger, Command.
Toronto Fire. Aerial 433, channel 5.
Toronto Fire, go ahead.
Aerial 433, just confirming you're still on your way to that medical palace pier.
Command 10, Toronto Fire.
Fire Richfield, clear. 27 carrier, and the disco for fuel.
Command 10, Toronto Fire.
Command 10, go ahead, Toronto Fire.
Command 10, is this the area you want the airlight to respond to?
Command, this is 242. I recommend early response to the southeast corner of this building at Trethewey.
Roger, southeast corner building.
Contend is Tower 333.
Contend with.
Tower 333 with the permission requesting 333, sister truck to Tower 333 to relieve my crew.
Command copies. Toronto Fire, did you copy? Pumper 333 to replace Tower 333 crew. Could you have the response, please?
Toronto Fire copies, and Command 10 be advised, Airlight 421 will be responding to the east side, southeast side of the building there.
Command 10, copy.
Toronto Fire, evac third.
Evac
Orders are starting backing up the east south, going door to door. Toronto Fire, request from Tower 114, pump forward and respond to the intersection of Trethewey and
Roger. Pump 415, you said, is that correct?
114, the sister truck to Tower 114.
Roger.
On from the north, south on Keel Street.
Roger.
Evac Chief, Rescue 134.
Your master stream is clearing the building, hitting Eglinton.
Roger.
Toronto Fire, Pumper 26 is in station 443.
Roger. This is Pumper 443, Cat 34. This is Pumper 443, Cat.
Go ahead, this is 44.
Yes, Pump 443 is manning hand lines on the alpha side, just east of the main entrance. We're going to need relief soon. We're getting low on air.
Roger, you were manning this 265 that run?
Yes, we are manning 165 just east of the main.
Roger.
Command Chief, sir.
Go ahead, 34.
Yeah, Chief 42 is going to take over for me on the Alpha sector. I'm just going to head to rehab for about 10 minutes.
Roger. If you've got any fresh crews there, we have a crew that's manning at 65 on Eglinton. I could use it really.
Put aerial 231, Captain.
Judge, it's at 231. And the bumper, we're going to be backing side of, we're going to.
Team has arrived at Sunset.
Roger.
Evac copy.
Crew that can be reassigned at water sector. There's a strong smell of smoke in the area. Assuming it's from the fire just north of us. Where did the call originate?
The chief, there's 65 on Eglinton that are looking for relief. You get fresh crews. Roger. Oh, 443 crew. Do you copy that message? You're getting relief?
Has 332 on feet.
This is Pump 443, Captain. Please repeat your last name.
Has 332.
Has 145, this is Command 10.
Command 10, go ahead.
This is 145. Can you report to the command vehicle?
Call fire evac sector.
And evac sector.
Can you